And we're back, guys. This video is brought to you via the Doctrine of Fair Use, the Fair Dealing, as well as the Digital Millennium Act. I'm your host, Good Energy, and there's only two ladies in the sport that I give that Air Jordan nickname to. One is Coco, and the other one is right there, Karolina Muchova, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, she is phenomenal, and is she a sleeper to win it all? Take a look at the community. She's plus 650, actually entering today to win the U.S. Open. That means if you wager $1 on her, you will take back your dollar plus $6.50. That might be a good value because of all the ladies left in this draw, she's got the most variety. And I say it all the time. Karolina Muchova has more variety than a vending machine, ladies and gentlemen. She can beat you deep, short, mid, at the net. She's got defense. Her drop shots, ladies and gentlemen, are amazing. She's playing yo-yo out there with these opponents. The forehand looks solid. Her serving looks solid. And she's officially a part of the Headband Gang. If you follow the channel, if you follow me in my previous tennis channel, you know the Headband Gang is Karolina Muchova, it's Marie Puskova, it's Greet Menon, and occasionally it's Vika. Listen, she gets it done, ladies and gentlemen. Air Muchova made Beatriz Haddad look amateurish today. Now, yeah, Beatriz has kind of really been on the tour for, 2.5 years? We could stretch to 3 coming back from the suspension. So sometimes I still look at her game, even though she's a bit older, I still look at her game as a little green, but she has a brick wall of defense. She's got a solid left forehand, and she really makes it tough on opponents with her size and her power. And she had a stretch there where she had, if we count the ITF level, she had the most wins on tour. If we count ITF and main tour, just matches and wins overall, she had a stretch there where she was just winning like 70 matches a year. She is a good player, but Muchova, she showed you there's levels to this, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Straight set blowout victory. 2 aces for Karolina. She won nearly 80% of her first serves. Beatrice did attack the second serve, winning about 58% of those. But listen, guys. Too solid, too good. She pretty much won just about 50% of everything Beatrice threw at her. 12 breakpoint opportunities, 19 winners to 12. And listen, guys, her usual 70% plus points won at the net. Very consistent with the breakpoints. And she's cruising into the next round, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have a showdown. Yes, a showdown, possibly with Pegula or Iga Swiatek. And listen, guys, this is why I think Iga's possibly a good value to win it all as well. Plus 220 if you think she could win it all entering today. But the problem is she's going to take on Karolina Muchova, who had a chance to erase history at that French Open a couple of years ago. Osaka had a chance to create history at this year's French Open. Guys, I don't know, guys. Iga did resort to some things in that match where, again, a lot of fans weren't happy. We could very well be looking at Iga having just only a couple Grand Slams. Right? Osaka, Muchova this year, she could literally have just 3 Grand Slams. But nonetheless, Muchova, too solid, too consistent. One of my favorite players. I've been saying it for a long time. Headband Gang. She's amazing. And the matchup of the day. Iga! Big Bad taking on big game Jesse P. This is going to be a good matchup, guys. Look, the head-to-head is 6-3. It's not quite as bad as the Coco head-to-head matchup. But if they play a few more times, it might be just as bad. Now, I personally thought Pegula had no reason to get rid of David Witt. If you look at Pegula's last few years, she's a walking quarterfinal. And the reality here is, if it weren't for Iga being in her draw, she'd probably have a couple slams. Iga's been the only roadblock in her career, so I don't think she needed a coaching change. And I'm on record saying this. Pegula is big time. She's so good. There's nothing wrong with her game. She's just running into Iga. The same with Coco. I felt the serve change from Brad Gilbert. There's nothing wrong with Coco's game. Just Iga. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. But the reality here is Iga front, back, side to side like a new TikTok dance move. I think she's going to have Pegula just on skates today. But the reality here, I didn't like how Pegula looked against Diana. A lot of sloppy play there. But she did come through overall with her experience. We're going to take the first set over 8.5. I think Pegula will win some service games. Iga's hard is not her best service, guys. Grass is not her best surface. We know her best surface is clay, and Pegula is going to win service games. That's the pick. First set over 8.5, tennis in a minute. Enjoy the pick. See you guys soon.